Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the podcast, Binge with your boy, me, a man. And I'm with other men as well. I got Big Lynch over here and Donnie Duckets. And shout out to all the men. Y'all see Barbie? We took a big L on that one, didn't we?
You think so?
I think men took an L on that. Oppenheimer came up. 11 on 10 movie. Loved it. Barbie just made the most money though, and that's what men love, don't we? So we took that L, and I think we needed that L.
Or you think we deserve it, or what?
It's gonna right a lot of the wrongs.
You deserve it. First of all, look me in the eye right now. Tell me you don't deserve an L.
No, definitely not.
Why not?
I just don't, man.
So you deserve a W?
For sure.
Yeah, you deserve a W.
I deserve a W, yeah.
What, for being a white man?
No, just for being like a nice guy.
Yeah, that's the same shit.
No, that's not the same. Yeah, that's racist.
If you ask, it is racist, and that's the problem. Yeah. If you asked a billion white children to draw a picture of a nice man, what do you think they're drawing? You. Take your hat off. That's what they're drawing.
I am the starting character to every video game. If you get me like, just standing there, like,
the generic default.
I get so many mistaken identities. People are like, "Oh, what's up, Jim? How you doing?
Oh, what up, player number 4?
Like, exactly. And I'm
what up, Big Jim Lynch?
I get it all the time. They're like, and I'm like, sorry, man. Don't know who you think you're talking to, but that's just I'm born with two things. I am the starting character in all games. And I am,
and you're Jim.
My voice is the sound of a loud room, and no one can hear me, and I might as well just leave at every time.
No, you know what? That year of video games, like 2005 to like 2009, every single dude had like stubble, beard, and like a shaved head, like head shaved at like a 1. Yeah. And like Infamous, Mass Effect, all these guys, they like Far Cry, they all looked like the same shaved head dude. And yeah, you could have played any of them in like some like PlayStation.
Yeah, you do have a bit of a shepherd thing going on.
To be fair, I do get also mistaken like race.
Yeah, Shamar Moore.
I get
Shamar Moore. That was a big W.
Well, that was back in my.
No one in my life would ever.
Back in my skinny days, yeah.
But they weren't skinny days. They were pretty. You were pretty muscular, actually. You were
no,
Shamar
I'm saying.
You're not Shamar less, bro. You're Shamar more, you know?
No, I'm getting mistaken. Like people just think like someone's like something Spanish to me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Someone asked me if I was indigenous the other day. I'm like, no, I'm just tan from the summer, you know?
Not even that. There's so many reasons, and I don't even want to talk about the
You don't want to get into it?
I don't want to talk about the physiognomy.
Okay.
Is that how you say that?
I don't think so.
Say it.
You're talking about movies, and I've been I can't tell.
No, I wasn't. When?
2 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, Barbie, that L I was trying to forget.
No.
Forget
about the L. I am curious, and maybe maybe I'm reading a fake story. I saw headlines, but didn't dive any deeper into this whole Snow White dwarf situation.
I don't know if you could say the D word.
You as a white man posing,
you as an able-bodied
indigenous, Mexican cannot be out here saying, what did you just say? D word?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Isn't it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Isn't that the name of the actual?
Referred to, yeah.
Whoa.
Digging deeper. No, they like to be referred to as young lads. Snow White and the 7 young lads.
Snow White and 11sies.
The 7 young lads. What?
Do you goons know what I'm talking about?
No.
Are you talking about the actress?
Are you? Okay, I do know what you're talking about. How Peter Dinklage came out and was like, this is our one chance to get a high-profile role, and you guys woked us out of it. Is that what you're referring to?
Wait, hold up. Guys, for real, catch me up on everything right now.
Okay, so they're doing a new Snow White. Okay.
Tell the people at home. Yeah, so they're doing a new Snow White. Listen up.
They're doing it, okay? I said, what's doing? They said, hey, Seven White, you know
what's doing with these Disney movies.
You said, you know what it is? Snow White.
See what's doing on Disney Plus tonight.
So.
Go ahead.
Check the group chat.
And they don't want to make it the 7 dwarves. Hey, they don't want to make it the 7 dwarves. So they're going to make it something else. And Peter Dinklage is like, the one role our people could actually get.
Well, it's Snow White and the 7 companions, it seems.
Wait, no, that's what it is?
I think so. I couldn't tell if it was a fake
Bro,
story or not.
I was doing a bit when I was like the 7 young lads.
No,
That's
we
what they're
were.
doing?
It's not even all
We
lads
weren't.
either. It's not even all
Oh
lads.
my God. I'm the quartering now. Look at my shirt, and like I'm here and I'm mad that they're calling that
You
they're
do
not.
look like
Yeah, dude.
you're like a tiki torch type of guy. You're good.
I'd be like, so sorry to say it, but Donnie Duckets, you're off the island.
Bro.
Pack up your things and come suck off my daddy. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, anyways, the 7 companions sounds yeah, if I were Peter Dinklage, I'd be mad because
does feel kind of, I don't know, not really fair. Like this.
but wait, there is a little person there.
So you, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
A
I
token.
don't know. Sorry.
A token.
Sorry,
bro.
because that's kind of like shut the fuck up, Peter.
I don't think so.
I'd be like, listen, let's say I'm Disney's CEO,
Mhm.
not dressed like I'm on vacation. I'm like, listen,
Well, you are
I don't know who the
Jewish, so that's
CEO
a
is.
start.
He doesn't.
It's a woman,
he certainly
actually.
seems like he doesn't identify with Jews at this exact moment in time.
everyone just stop for a second. I don't want to get there.
Okay.
I just got back from Vatican City. I have a lot to discuss. That's a different thing.
Okay. Sure.
But if I were the CEO, which I'm Jewish, so maybe I am,
Mhm.
and Peter Dinklage said something, I'd be like, bro, we got one little person in that movie. We got one. Okay. Now, Peter Dinklage, you know how hard it is to find 7? We had one for the last 2 decades, and it was you. It was only you.
No, there's that guy from Ghoulies. I want
Sloth?
No,
He's
you're
huge.
thinking that's Goonies.
Oh, shit.
Ghoulies.
Am I learning that there's a whole new movie out there that I haven't seen?
There's not only one. there's a few.
Anyways, there's a little person there.
Everyone
got-
go
they
watch
put one.
Ghoulies, especially Ghoulies 2.
And Snow White, I thought you were bringing up how she was like, I want to get paid for all the time that I'm streamed on Disney Plus. I thought that's where you were going,
No.
Lynch.
No. I was more wondering if this is a true story because I just saw like pictures. I couldn't be bothered to read the article.
Oh, you think
but
this is AI? These pictures?
No, I just thought I saw pictures and I was like, I don't know. I didn't like I didn't look at the source material. I just saw it online somewhere. I'm like, oh, this seems like a weird.
Well, what I'm not liking way more than the companions thing is that I see 8 motherfuckers over here.
or maybe Snow White's with them.
This guy better be someone's friend. This
No,
better
there's
be
7.
like Prince
There's 7.
Charming.
No, yeah, he's.
No, there's some fucking
Oh,
goober in
yeah,
the front there.
yeah. I see fucking the dude in the fucking tracksuit.
I mean, they might as well change like Snow White as well. That sounds pretty offside if you really think about it.
Well, she looks Latina. What are we doing? What is this fucking talk we're having now?
You never had a talk, you never spoke about movies before?
Yeah.
You fucking animal?
Well, you need a mirror in the background that teach you what's going on.
You want a mirror to come over here and slap you up?
Teach you, show you a few images on his phone while you're
Like
talking.
inject powderized boner medicine into your nostril that gives you a tan.
Dude.
You want that?
I do not.
He would love some talent.
I do
I'll
not
book you a
need
flight to
it.
Thailand right now.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm already going.
Yeah. I see that.
yeah. You look like you're ready.
I want to go to Wawa.
Why are you so obsessed with Wawa all of a sudden?
I look.
I'm
like
just
I
trying to
actually-
counter his Bucky's.
because I'm wearing a Bucky's shirt.
I'm
so
like
he's pushing
pretending
that
that we're
Wawa.
both like sponsored differently.
It's not even a comparison, though. By the way,
I don't know.
Wow.
Wawa does get a lot of hype, and I was going to suggest we do a
Wawa's
Wawa
sick.
episode.
I love Wawa. I
I
love it.
was going to suggest we go do a Wawa episode because I see it gets like memed a lot online or talked about a lot online. I've never stepped foot into a Wawa in my life.
What do you mean? You're in Florida all the time,
I live on the golf
bro?
course.
Honest, something's wrong in your head sometimes.
No, I eat
That's it.
Chick-fil-A. In fact, I eat Chick-fil-A and never knew Chick-fil-A.
That's okay. You could still do that.
No, there's been a lot of Chick-fil-A slander.
But if you hit Chick-fil-A like 4 times in 3 days, one of those could have been a Wawa. It's okay.
It's okay.
Exactly.
Get out of your comfort zone, bro. Go to Burning Man with me. Share a tent with me.
First of all, when I
Yeah.
said should I go,
So he could cry about his cramps.
instantly pushed me to the side and said, no, I need Donnie. Like I wasn't even on the list of people that you would invite to Burning Man with you.
That's just a tactical
You would
decision.
be if someone was like, who would never want to go to Burning Man with you? Just like on a whim, go. I'd be like, Lynch, my brother.
Your family. Yeah.
No, then I'm like, I could pretty much I could convince a lot of people. I
Yeah.
can convince. Like I could get Alan to go to Burning Man, 100%. 100%. I can't, but like
that's his dad for reference, by the way.
Listen, the thing is, like I already like think my brother, like his kids, and
I thought it was pretty fucked up.
20 years, they're gonna be like, yo, Unc, take me to Burning Man, cuh.
I think it's pretty fucked up that you were treating Donnie as if he was like a support animal on a plane. You're like, oh, I could bring him along to Burning Man. He's like my support dog.
Yeah, of course, bro.
You talk him away to the side.
Talking the main character over here, bro. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Trust me, I put together a mean party. This is the first time. This is a little. Let me tell you something. This
Harley's
game,
like,
Gate
I'm
3,
not sleeping indoors. All right, Donnie's on the team.
This game, Baldur's Gate 3, is sick. It's sick. It's a role playing game. You could like grab someone and smash someone else with them, and like you could do everything. You could do the most. It's one of those games where you could do the most, like Divinity or whatever. But this is the most this kind of game. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is the first time I ever made a halfling type character. I always make, like, I've played Mass Effect is my favorite trilogy, the space opera game, and I have never, not once, not played as Lynch. Their femshep is a big deal. People love female shepherd.
Yeah.
I've never done it once, and I think that's something's up with that, you know? But like still, like I'm always like making a guy that looks like Lynch. I'm like, that's my dude.
Do you feel
that's
different?
My guy right there.
Barbie?
Have you ever gone to a female therapist?
Yeah, and I was like, she wants to fuck. I can't listen to anything she says. I'm pretty sure she wants to fuck me. But this game that I was playing, I made a halfling. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, if you play these RPG games before, you know, you like come up with, you'd be like meet parties, other people that are in your party and shit. And like, you know, like in Fallout or whatever, or they'll go with you on like a quest. And it's always just some person, you have your axe or your gun and they bring theirs and you're like, let's go, bud. But being like, in this game, I'm a halfling that plays the bongos, completely different vibe. And I never had that like 15 years ago. When I'm like 22, I'm not playing a game and choosing the little dude who's playing the bongos. So now I like run into other people in my party and it's different vibe. I got this big ass orc bitch. I got this other, and like I'm rolling with them. I'm playing the bongos so that they feel empowered. I played that game for like 7 hours today. If you want to know where that just came from, that's where it came from. Like,
that's why
sorry, I wasn't talking about golf, Big Lynch. But why don't you tell us something interesting in the golf world?
Well, the golf world, as I've been saying, and I've been telling you for years. I mean, years. When I used to sit around in the kitchen when we were making up meals, pretending to hit golf balls with my fake ass swing, you guys would all be cracking jokes, laughing at me.
Oh, dude, you're one of those guys that does your golf swing.
No,
like
Donnie, not just that. The guy, thing, by the way, the guy will like Lynch will like dribble and like cross.
Yeah. Those are the two things.
And like spin off you and shoot an invisible jump shot.
Oh man,
while casually having a conversation about something.
Might be one of the best things about having a child is that I've been fucking dunking all over her, man. I crossed her up the other day. She got smoked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, are you kidding me?
Her defense is soft though.
her lateral move, her lateral quickness isn't so good. You know, like I got her on those lateral moves.
Right.
I even
broke her ankles.
I beat her in soccer. I beat her in basketball. I mean, I beat her in baseball the other day. I mean, pretty much. Even skateboarding, I've been teaching her a few lessons. You know, she's got.
This is why we caught that Barbie L, bro, because you're fucking slam dunking on your daughter like that. Correct me if I'm wrong about this. Wendy's is all hyped up. They're adding breakfast sandwiches. Have they not had breakfast sandwiches before?
I don't ever.
No, they have. I think what they're doing is these ones look conspicuously close to a McDonald's breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, they're bringing out the bacon McMuffin and they're bringing out a sausage McMuffin. And I don't remember ever seeing like this type of breakfast there, but I thought they had it on like a hamburger bun. But you're right. They're gunning for McDonald's, and I know why. McDonald's is costly now. McDonald's is not what it used to be. Like burgers that were the dollar menu are like some $3.99 motherfuckers right now.
Yeah. I went the other day and got McDonald's first time in a while, and I got to the window to pay and I was like a little bit sticker shocked. I was like, so hold on, I'm getting like a burger, fries, and this little cup of fucking sugar water.
When they're like 1850.
Yeah, or something, you know, it was like 1991 or something.
1999.
I remember getting a 20 and being like, I'm McDonald's rich. When we were like 15 years old, you'd get a $20 bill and you'd be like, I'm going to go to McDonald's and get 4 fucking combos.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Well, not easily. You had to have the entertainment book coupon.
You know, McDonald's profits are up for all these fast food restaurants, because you know when the economy goes in the tank, that's when people start buying a lot of fast food. Versus, especially like groceries. Think about how expensive groceries are. So like, even though it's expensive, I was reading the other day how it's like they're year over year they're killing it. All fast food restaurants are just
well, that's the thing. There's a lot of bullshit that's going on right now, where companies are you know, claiming high gas prices and inflation and supply chain issues and lack of manpower and all kinds of shit. And in the meantime, they're posting up these huge fucking record profits. I mean, while they jack up the prices.
And that's in the meantime. But I'm like, when is it going to be the nice time?
When's it nice time for us?
Well, they got to cut the burgers, the sausage square, so that requires a bit more effort.
No, here's the thing: because Wendy's has the square fucking burgers, they could fit more on the grill and maximize their cooking time.
Oh,
and
they got more
and actually make more.
With.
Exactly, they can make more profit.
Wow.
Quick maths.
More on the grill.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in the sandwich though. They said what I find funny is whenever I read these press releases, they're always are touting how much testing they did. You know how long it took them to get to the creation of this garbage that you're about to eat.
3 dumbass YouTubers.
Exactly.
They're like an Instagram post being like, it's good.
They tested 60 variations of this English muffin sandwich before they.
You know, when I was living in LA, I used to hit up a test kitchen for a fast food spot.
Okay, what kind of test kitchen?
A fast food brand. I don't want to say who it is because actually they've sent me multiple Xboxes, and a couple of those Xboxes actually make the Taco Bell noise when you turn it on. Oh, so I don't want to say who sent it, who I did this with, but I've been to that test kitchen. Craziest thing. Tried all these items. This fast food place is like Mexican stuff. It's Taco Bell. I tried all these things and they didn't have any drinks. There was no like Baja Blast. There was no. So like I'm in a test kitchen with like
just
15
hot beef mouth
15 dumbass YouTubers, dumber than me even.
Was Fousey there?
Impossible.
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Was Fousey there?
There was 2 of them there. No, that'd be
Fousey.
Fousey, you sucking your cock like ice.
Have you interacted with Fousey? Like I know you have.
Let him finish.
I have the craziest interaction with Fousey.
Oh, okay.
I have the craziest story that I've never said out loud, and it's not even worth it to say here. So I'll
just
say it,
put it in the thumbnail, bro.
But as I was saying, so we tried all these different items, and they were delicious, but there was no drink. There's nothing to drink. So like I had to like go get a paper cup and like fill it up in the office area at like a water thing, like the little triangles.
You know? If Fousey was there, he would have definitely got you some water. Some water bottles would have happened, guaranteed.
Yeah, we wanted the PS4 and we got that, so that was chill.
I got some news for you. This story has been told on the podcast.
Okay. Not everyone's seen every episode, bro.
Most people haven't seen any.
That hurts you too. I want you to know that.
That's actually rude.
Yeah,
because that's actually
just not true. Wait, what?
That's not true.
Okay, so here, listen up. If you want a fucking good ghost story,
you know we do.
Years ago, the summer, I'm heading down to the YouTube creators hangar, which used to be a Howard Hughes hangar, and they turned it into this YouTube space. They filmed like Video Game High School and stuff there. They'd have launch parties for things like our show that was there for 2 seasons. And
Epic Meal Empire.
Yeah. And one time I was there and Fousey pulled up and he had the cutest Yorkie with him. And I was like, yo, what up? And I saw him. This is like the second or third time that I've seen him, and it's always in passing. But I was like, where did you get this dog? And he was like, oh, I went to this place. And he gave me the name of it. And I Googled it, and it was in West Hollywood.
A Yorkie's a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah.
For the
true.
uninitiated.
Yeah. They hunt rats. And so he told me, and I hit these people up, and it was the same litter. And I was on one. I'm fucking like, I was like staying at the Roosevelt in Hollywood. I was sniffing a fucking stranger's fingernails. You don't even know where I was at. So, and I'm just like, I'm just killing it. And I'm like, I pull up to that place, and I was like, this guy was just here. I saw the dog. I wanted to see the family. So she showed me the litter, and I was like, show me the smallest one. And she showed me this little mutant. Literally, like, honestly, a grain of rice. R.I.P. to that thing. It's for sure dead now. No joke. And I was like, yeah, let me see the next one. And then there was this little shaking dummy, and he had no energy like the rest of his brothers, and they were all partying, and he was literally like pathetic. He came up to me while they were all wrestling and like smelt my fingers. And and then his brothers came and like took control of my hand, like licking it and loving it. So then he went away. And like watched by himself, like, and I was like, all right, that's the guy. I took him, like the runt. He was pathetic. And his brother, was Fousey's dog's brother, Dollar. And so whenever I see Fousey I'm with my dog, I'm like, it's your uncle. Look, it's Uncle Fousey. And when I would see Dollar, Tussie always barks at the TV screen. I'd be like, it's your brother. It's your brother. So it's like a low-key thing. And I always thought that Tussie wasn't going to make it. Yeah, like I thought, like, and literally every day this like 2-pound little idiot like woke up shaking.
We all thought that.
Yeah, literally, like I was going to crush it. And every day he woke up shaking, like, I'm still alive. Like he was surprised that he's making it. And then years ago, I saw that now everything I'm going to say is a lie and nonsense. It's true, but it's just like, I'm just talking the crazy stuff that you could think when you're on one. Well, I saw Fousey was really sad because he had to put his dog down. And I was shocked because he was a much more capable dog than Tussie. And yeah, and that's very sad. And he put up a video about putting his dog down. And I was like, okay. But he didn't monetize the video because that, you don't monetize something like that. And I'm sure the dog was suffering and he had to put it down. And he put up a video about it, really a tearjerker, and he didn't monetize the video. But he did push to a brand new channel at the end of that video. It was a big launch for his family vlog. And I'm like, I'm ill. I'm silly. I'm stupid. But I sit there some nights and I wonder. And I always thought that was crazy. But then I'm seeing everything unfolding these days.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I can't put shit past anyone, especially a YouTuber.
Yeah, we probably should have prefaced this whole story to be like, and for people that know, Fousey was and is a very popular, I guess, creator, influencer, was really big on YouTube.
Influencer of the year like 4 times.
Yeah,
Perry put him in
big.
his movie.
Yeah, it's true. He was big. That's right. He was massive, and he's recently blown up again on Twitch, or now he's on Kick.
He was influencer of the year like 2016, 2017,
yeah,
2015, and he went on stage and was like, "Yo, I'm YouTube Tupac. I thought I was gay. Not like that though. Not exactly that, but he almost said basically that. But yeah."
At the end of the day, I have to say, like, it is entertainment when he rolls up and starts talking, and it's hard to figure out how much is like, because he did go through his infamous July 15th where he was gonna have Manifest Drake to show up to his concert and had essentially what I would consider like some type of mental break.
Yeah, that seems like what's kicked it off in this most recent sort of
But like it's
breakdown,
hard.
if
It's
you
hard
will.
online, Donnie, to like sometimes figure out if people like. I hate to break it to the audience, but there's a lot of just fake bullshit that goes on online. People are just lying about their lives, lying
But
about their
someone's not
relationships.
going to put their dog down to push to a new channel, right?
I mean,
Lynch?
I mean,
What was that fake YouTube suicide
I certainly hope
thing?
not. What?
I certainly
hold
hope
on,
not
cut
to, and
that.
I don't think so.
No, I mean, look, I wouldn't put it past anyone if like your objective is to get as much attention as possible, and that it's like it's kind of like and especially if you're making content every single day. Let's say your like schedule is, there's a time there. What I mean, it kind of is now too, but where it's like you have to post all the time, like 5 days a week. Like back whenever Mealtime started, like once a week was like, oh shit, like you're gonna do weekly episodes. That's crazy. Now it's like, oh, can you post 7 days a week on 4 different platforms?
And be
Essentially.
live and be
And then
live
be
in
live.
between.
Then
Yeah.
be live in between. And it's like, I feel like
I'd be addicted to hand jobs for strangers that you paid for.
that mystery.
And
now
join
you talk
Mile-
about the best is how
join
much
the
you talk
Mile
about it.
High Club at sea level.
Just imagine he just didn't tell everyone that he was addicted to hand jobs.
Well, he did it.
Everything would read different. People would be
He
like, yo, Fousey's a pimp. That Riz. Fousey got that Riz. Instead,
Did
he's
you-
like, I know that you've been trafficked and I want to give you this money.
Hold on.
I said this
Did you-
before, but it was an exact like hooker payment amount too. Like
Okay, but did you guys see the video of him in the airplane after, where he's like, "I'm the Rizzler, like I'm the Riz God." He
No.
calls it the Rizzler, and I think it's been scrubbed. I think his mods are like scrubbing a bunch of stuff, like from.
Yo, his mods are mod.
I think they're scrubbing stuff, and he was like, just the way he's like, "I'm the Rizzler." He's like on a plane. There's like people around. He's like live. He's like, I'm the Rizzler. I'm the Riz God. He's like, hide your kids, hide your moms. Like, why would you hide your kids? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that. People were
Dude,
like,
saw that? That was
"Hide your
wild."
kids." And he's like, I didn't say kids.
And so it's like just
I'm an air marshal sitting on the plane hearing that shit. I'm going code blue on his
I mean,
ass.
it's gonna end badly.
The truth is, actually, I do have an actual question.
Mhm.
Fousey's far more popular than Epic Mealtime ever was.
That's true.
More views, definitely.
Well, not far more, but I would say there is a difference in terms of his biggest videos were very, very big.
They were huge.
Yeah.
And his era, like he's got to be like 5 billion views, 6 billion views. He was
If
hitting billies.
If you're hitting videos that get like 50, 60 million, like some of those fake pranks were just fucking monster videos. I mean, that is a whole. You have one video like that on YouTube, a lot of people just know who you are for a long time.
Now,
Yeah.
is he more famous now?
No.
But the difference is before you get like 60 million views of a guy in a Mortal Kombat costume in the elevator. That's that like nonsense shit that gets shared with no connection. Even the gold digger prank. This is like 100% only Fousey. Like that clip of him on Twitter has like 100 million views of him being like, I thought I was gay. Like, and that got posted 2 days ago. That's like 100 million views. He's kind of like, and it's him now. It's like Fousey, not the prank. It's not the trend. It's 100% pure, raw, uncut Fousey. Yusef.
I still think his
Are Yusef?
you got a rar, you go rar, you know. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't like this.
No, you didn't know.
No, but this should be easy
I don't
to
think
fucking
so.
answer, right? Like,
No,
you
I
can look it
I
up.
don't think so. I think that when he was running YouTube, because he was top guy on YouTube, I think for a few years there.
Yeah, he had like
Yeah.
He was when he was doing those vlogs. And
the vlog. He
it
did
was-
the pranks during pranks, and then he did the vlogs
It
during
was big.
like he was on it.
Like he had to do,
But like now is like now's crazy. He's out. He's so far outside of his.
well, no, this is definitely crazier from entertainment property standpoint. Like this is probably more entertaining because you really, if he's truly filming all the time, which he is, right? Other than
He is 24. Like this guy
24/7, there's
up.
nowhere to hide. Like you're gonna fuck up, and
This
he's
guy
gonna fuck
wakes up
and he
and
has.
like on. Everyone's watching.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
him.
I'd have to imagine the bad days, like you're just having a bad day, and you're just like, I gotta start this.
Seems
again.
Yeah,
most
we've
days.
seen them.
Yeah.
I watched it. Those are the ones that
Listen,
get shared on Twitter.
I hated you when you were doing live like vlogs, like it just I
That's funny. I didn't even think about you or care about you, but go on.
well, that's fine. I
No, but you were hating though. Okay, why?
No.
Why though?
Yeah, why did that bother you so much?
Why did the live? Because
Because Lynch didn't like be on camera there, and he was
No.
like, "Yo, we got to have a serious talk." And I'm like,
No.
"Yo, anything you got to say to me, you can say to the boys too."
No, it's like you're trying to like chill, but when you're live, you have to entertain the entire time. It's like
Live
video.
Yeah,
you could-
vlogging was like that too, even though less
have to
interrupted.
be-
But
you have to be saying things. You have to be doing things. Like the reason why Fousey's traveling everywhere and getting all these crazy stuff, because he has to create content live all the time. And that's a really difficult, annoying thing to be next to for
It's
a long period of
unbearable.
time.
Did you see the one where he's
It's
like, he's trying to spread his name on my live? Did you see that?
yeah,
Yeah,
he
stream
was
sniping,
right.
yeah.
He was right
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
That
that's
Fousey was
what
right
I
up
got.
there.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy
true.
was trying to do that.
Yeah.
But still, he shouldn't have been yelling in the hotel.
Yeah. And also no one cares. Like you're talking about, it's as if he's like, he's trying to steal my car. Like no one's
No,
identifying with your complaint about him trying to blow up your live.
This, if you're like even me having done vlogging, live streams or whatever, if you're chilling with people, even though it was like my job and I've been comfortable, it's never comfortable to be like with someone and pull your phone up and be like, yeah, so
No.
we're gonna
The vlogging doesn't bother me at all. That aspect doesn't bother me in the
it's
least.
like if for me to do it is still like it's
I imagine
you're
being
chilling
alone is
and-
worse.
because it's every best moment. The best moment for you is the best moment to pull the camera out.
Right.
So the only way I would ever vlog is like in this day is if like I had a cameraman. Like that's it. Like I can't pull it out. I can't do it. Like
But
I
you
need
have to
a
manufacture. You have to
person.
manufacture so many moments for your life. Like you have to kind of. You can't just
You have to
vlog
be like,
from your
we're
couch.
going to Costco to
You're like-
buy a really big
Yeah,
teddy
you're like,
bear.
you got to take the list of all things to
That
do.
got a lot of views. That one.
I know.
That one got like 250K.
Yeah, that's people want. You need to go do something. Out
Yeah.
to make it worthwhile. So like those days, you're like, you wake up and you want to play whatever game you've been playing, whatever you called it.
I actually
For 7 hours, it makes it pretty tough to sort of be like, oh, I want to go.
Yeah, you
to,
don't vlog playing video game. But
I identify so hard with a moment in that episode where you guys like fill your cart with all this shit at Costco, and then you're just standing there at one point. You're like, "Do we need any of this? Should we just walk out?" At one point, like you have a cart full of stuff, and you're like, "Let's just leave." And I was like,
That's
I was like, I
Costco.
get that moment.
Did I leave?
No, you bought some stuff.
I
But
didn't. get any
that's
of
the
those
Costco
things.
life, though. You walk in there and I've learned to fight the urge of buying stupid things at Costco. but
Oh yeah. The second I walk into Costco, the first row on my left,
Oh, dude.
if I see 4 things I like, then I'm
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough today.
I don't go in
I needed 80 batteries.
I got a foot massager
Oh,
in
see,
my
that's-
closet right now.
That's not. See, I thought you guys were talking about like, I'm gonna get a kilogram of fucking peanut M&Ms.
Sure, yeah, that happens.
Oof! If I walked in and on the left side was a kilogram of peanut M&Ms,
Hype.
They're there.
100%. That's
Yeah.
no.
I promise you
no,
they're
no,
there.
On the
But
left
that's-
side.
That's when you walk past.
When you
it.
Oh,
walk
you
in,
mean
ones
the
that they're-
immediate left?
Yeah, the ones
yeah,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
move.
yeah, yeah.
That's how I got. That's how I got the.
That's
the
where you
Thera-
got your Theragun.
That's where I got the. That's where I got the. I got a foot massager even that I used. That
I guess
got.
my best purchase there was probably a double happy light like set. That it was like 2
Oh.
happy lights that are like the sunlight. They're pretty sick.
Yeah.
And another time I went there and I got a hand job. That was pretty cool
that was your
too.
addiction. That was your addiction.
I was
Jobs at
addicted to Costco hand jobs. I'd buy them in bulk.
That's
And was
dangerous.
he as good
Marcel,
as
stronger than you fucking bitch.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
doubt that.
You doubt that?
I do.
Okay, we'll have a rub down.
I will.
Let me tell you something, all right? All this Fousey stuff we've been going on about after, once I mentioned the thing where I said like he would, his dog,
Mhm.
Yeah.
RIP. After that, Donnie, how shit has this YouTube conversation been for you, a real human? because we probably got some real people out there. And I was talking to Lynch for a second. I realized me and Lynch were doing what we do on the phone. We're like, and this YouTuber, think he's gonna do this, or he's
honestly,
gonna make money here.
It's funny because I Fousey's. There's a couple of names that I know, and that's one of them. So
Who's
it's
the
not,
sympathizer over here?
I'm not a sympath, but like I know
Fellow
this
hand
dude.
job aficionado over here.
I'm not going to.
So why don't you let me
deny?
let me turn your attention to something maybe. a bit
Justin
more for the
Trudeau's
audience.
Instagram again.
No, that was I had some great observations on that. I'd like to take credit for that.
Those are on the Patreon.
But no, this McDonald's burger in Australia. Look at this. You take a look at this one. You take a look at this McDonald's burger. This. I didn't know this was possible at McDonald's. I didn't think this is a thing that could actually happen in McDonald's.
Believe it.
Have you ever?
Fuck is this?
Have you ever considered? This guy went to McDonald's. This Australian man went with his family. to
It's a raw
McDonald's.
beef patty. He got a raw beef patty.
No,
at
it's cooked on the
McDonald's.
outside. The outside looks like it's been cooked, but the inside is. I've never seen a burger be that thick at McDonald's. Even it doesn't even
Yeah,
look
it's
real,
a huge ass burger.
right?
Yeah,
I know they make it different everywhere.
Why'd they make him a real burger? He went to
It's-
McDonald's and they tried to make him a real burger. Where did they get that? Someone brought that from home?
Honestly, it's
Yeah, guys, it looks like an actual burger that you would kind of put together yourself, and then you would cook badly way too short of a period of time. And
Or like too high a heat. So
Well, it
that
sounds like
just
the
cooks outside.
McDonald's didn't believe him because they were like, "Nah, man." He asked for his money back. To no.
They're like, nah, bro, you pinked
yeah,
that
this whole
yourself.
thing is suspect, so I don't even want.
But don't forget, it's in
pushing it.
Australia. It's Australia. Things are different in Australia. If there's an Australian listener, I'm curious. We'll put an image of this disgusting burger in the video, and you can tell us.
I feel like we definitely have an Australian listener. I don't know what it is, but something's telling me we do.
I know
Yeah,
we
we
have
got a
we have
lot,
a New Zealand
bro.
listener. Someone from New Zealand. I know that.
Okay, talk Sam Sulek to
A
me, though.
Kiwi.
Oh, I've used this guy.
Remember
This
at the
guy's
beginning? Remember at the beginning of the recording? I don't know if it's in there, but at the beginning of this, guys, I was staring, and Lynch was like, "Oh, is Harley's camera frozen?" No, I was staring at this person,
Have you seen this guy?
this 21-year-old guy who is just so juiced up. He looks like he's about to box a Jew at Creator Clash 2.
He's bigger
That's
than
how juiced up he
that.
is.
He's bigger than that.
But he's got like lesions all over his shoulders and chest and like his face. It's like crazy.
He's fucking huge.
What?
for
So
a
he's like
21-year-old.
he looks like he's rocks.
He's popping
He's
off.
21, but he's like
Dude,
it's
this
low key.
is-
This is the type of content I actually like, and that's what's sickening about me is because like it's not a good thing. You shouldn't do this.
No, but
Looks
it's
like his
interesting. 20
nipples are gonna
21-year-old
pop off like
Yeah.
they look like they're gonna pop off like champagne bottles.
So you haven't seen this guy at all? You haven't come across him in
No, bro, I'm straight. I know my shirt would suggest otherwise, and my mustache, but I'm straight.
so your
So
hair and your mustache.
We have
suggests
discussed
otherwise.
this before, where it's like
disgust. Emphasis on disgust.
most girls are not into this much
It's not about-
muscle.
it's not about
The
the girls.
craziest thing is that
It's
you
about-
say girls.
Okay. Is that the craziest thing?
Never has this ever for a millisecond been about girls.
Nothing to do with it.
So, listen,
Literally nothing to do with
Not only does it not have
Listen.
anything to do with girls, I don't even believe what any of them would say to me about this. This is for the boys.
it. Yeah.
And
Well-
I mean that as y'all know I'm straight. You guys, everyone knows.
yeah, they're starting
Having
to
said
question
that-
it, but they know.
Listen,
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah, open
when I
those
was
buttons up.
when I was Jack, not quite on this guy's level, but it definitely was for the boys. That's where all the ego gets fed from all the guys around you who are like asking for workout tips. It's like,
What
just
I'm
take
saying is,
eat a trenbolone
I think
sandwich and
it's-
it'll be all right.
I
That's
think
it.
it's a system. It's a system that's in us for girls, but we broke it, and only guys appreciate the broken system.
No, women love this.
Not like that one.
If honestly, the bar is so low. I know I've been murking men a lot, but like actually, I like after having met a lot of people, men and women, humans, the bar is so low that if you're just normal, then no one will turn you away for being too muscular.
Right.
Too fat, too skinny, I believe, too muscular. I think anyone would be like, can you tone it down a bit? because someone who's too muscular, that's the only one that's like really truly a choice and a commitment. So you could tell someone to turn the volume down a little bit. No girl would reject you for being too huge. You fucked up somewhere else. Right. But I do think if you have zero to offer, if I re-rolled life and I wasn't super tall and hilarious and like just a fun guy to be around and excellent person to work with, if I wasn't that and I had nothing to offer, I would hit the gym and I would get as big as I could, because men and women love that shit. I don't care what anyone says. Humans, fucking look at this peak performance, this guy.
It is interesting to look
Should
at.
I have lesions like him?
Yeah.
I you know what? This podcast would be at least like 25% more interesting if one of us looked like that in the frame. Like
unless it was me.
Yeah, unless it was the skinny neck guy over there. Yeah, but if one of us looked like that,
I swear to God, I don't actually want to raise. I just want more neck, please. Could I get a better neck animation?
Yeah, we're gonna get you a jacked VTuber.
Yeah, give me something.
But then your arms got to be skinny.
How tall is this? 5'11", 240 pounds, lean muscle.
Give me this guy.
That little porg.
He's he's been blown up. He's big. It's
blown up literally.
Yeah. I 21 is the fact that he's 21 is pretty crazy. He's very
what are these legions?
He's very not gonna be 31.
That's just the side effects of which seems like PEDs.
Yeah, is that like his tissue attacking itself?
Oh,
or
this
something?
comment. They're like, his heart is a muscle. He must train it until failure.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's I'd still like to see Harley. Why don't you do a trenbolone sandwich? See what it's like. You know,
that'd be sick.
Right?
I'd be sick. That'd be cool.
You probably feel so strong and sick.
What kind of crazy would I be if I took like the crazy person roids like Tren and fucking just jacked up the testosterone and took like all these steroid pills. And I actually saw a guy in when I was in Barcelona. I saw this guy there.
Nice.
And he was so jacked and huge. And my dad was walking up behind me, and my dad obviously just fucking kills the vibe for me. But I'm like, look, this guy's huge. And my dad is walking up behind me. My dad's like, hey. And the guy looks at him and points at me, and he's like, he wants to look like you. And the guy in like this thick accent goes, it's really easy, but it's just going to take 6 weeks.
Gotta bring in fire jokes.
Yeah. And I told my dad, I was like, he's talking about if I just did all the steroids.
I mean, you
Sounds
could.
like it.
I remember R.I.P. Boston Lloyd when he did his full year transformation.
Yeah, this is a guy. He R.I.P. is a YouTuber, and I mean, I guess like she's documented and was upfront and transparent about everything he did.
One of the first.
I respect that
One of the first.
People set really bad expectations. A lot of these fitness influencers are on juice, and it's not necessary. And it's just like he's one of the guys that shared it all, and he was also a pincushion. He put everything in him.
He had a company called 3cc.
Every needle.
It's that. No, it's that. He
like
literally he died from like kidney failure because he took an obscene amount of PEDs, and he had a kid too, and like just I guess was addicted to the juice or whatever. But he documented all online and shared whatever he did with people, and I think he probably pioneered that move because people are more open now. They still lie. Lots of liars out. Still like Lifetime Naturals that are just lying about what they're doing, but it certainly feels like
the fact that they think we care. Like, shut up, dude.
I mean, there's more money there was or is more money in saying you're natural. I mean, you're pushing products that aren't. You're basically claiming that this creatine or this whatever product that I'm selling is going to potentially make you look like I do. You know, not me, but whoever is pushing it.
But anyone who believes that anyways, it's like, dude, it's always the work. Even when you're on juice, the work is still a big factor.
Absolutely. And genetics. I mean, look, some people can take a little bit of test and they just blow up, you know, and other people have to, like, you ever see those videos, those guys are like, I've been doing steroids. I started working out, doing steroids for like 6 months. They just look normal fucking dudes. Like they look like guys who've been working out and like are barely putting any muscle on. You're like, oh, that's sad. Like you're just fucking up on every possible level. Like learn how to work out first, and then maybe consider it 5 years, 10 years down the road. But don't, in my opinion. That's it.
Yeah, do it when you're 40. Just chill.
40. Then. That's Harley's plan.
I'm gonna get it prescribed.
The crazy thing, the craziest thing is not PEDs. It's that shit that they like inject. The like fake muscle, that shit that turns you to Stretch Armstrong.
They put oil in it.
Yeah, like synthol or whatever it's called.
Synthol, yes. Where they cap their delts. And
for those
a lot of
guys listening, it's like an oil that like people use as like a hair gel in the 20s. And
it could be any oil, in fact.
They inject it into like their biceps or their pecs. You've probably seen some weird ass pictures before. One guy like had those implants that did that boxing match.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you ever saw that.
Some guy remember Greg Valentino? Remember that guy? That was the first guy I remember seeing. Greg Valentino.
Man,
being
that
like,
was
what
crazy.
Is going
that
on
video,
with
you remember that, Donnie? It's an old internet video. The guy's injecting his bicep and it's like leaking.
Yes,
that's like my mom's basement old ass YouTube video.
He was the first guy I saw. He was like the first like synthol celebrity that I ever saw. Where I was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy's?
That was
arms?
Like he's
like I got 30-inch arms or whatever. But
dude, that is not a good look.
That's just mental illness.
That's big time mental. And like you could say it, I feel like at any level, once you get past like a functional fitness level, it starts to get to like, you know, I think anyone who works out a lot, myself included, I definitely think I'm guilty of having like a bit of dysmorphia. It's like it just never.
Well, it's rare we perceive ourselves correctly.
It's hard to perceive yourself correctly. And plus, I find that there's always a moving goalpost, like whatever you thought you wanted. Is once you get there, there's 10 other things you want to achieve.
Well, I mean, you want to get a thick neck. Let's get that oil in there, bro. Let's start.
I'm actually down for that. In this case,
neck? That'd be sick. You get
in this case,
get your traps up to your earlobes, and then we're talking. Now we're talking. Get them up to your eyes. Yeah. This fucking podcast is going straight to the moon, man. It's gonna be fucking.
Give me the Quasimodo.
Which jokes is Greg Doucette? He like reacted to some video. It was they showed Chris Bumstead, who's like a Mr. Olympia aesthetic, like he's literally fucking insane body, like so crazy.
Canadian also.
Yeah, and he's like not even 30, and he is off season. He just gained like 10 pounds of fat, but he was at like 5% body fat before that. Looked like he's like vacuum air sucked into his skin, and someone showed his body, just like him on vacation, him and like girls like rating it. And they're like, oh, dad bod, like 7 on 10.
It's so funny because it's like
doing all that, but when you don't have like the lighting and you don't have like that the stage, and you show it to like someone who doesn't understand what they're looking at, they're not grasping it. They just like see mass and they just think it's like fat, and they're like dad bod, and it's like dad bod. Imagine if these were
dad bods.
Yeah,
dad bod is kind
Barbie
of like
would never exist if this is what every dad looked like, bro.
Dude, dad bod's like skinny arms, fat stomach.
Alan,
I'm just saying, like, how is a jacked person dad bod?
No,
it's like I can't. It's like I can't see your abs. Dad bod.
Lynch, show him how. Take your shirt off. Show him how dad bod can have some big arms, bro.
I have big.
Show him those
arms and
triceps, bro. Show him those triceps on that dad bod.
I was just going to say, you read my mind there.
Do some cut sleeves next week.
You ready for that? No,
you got to get some tactical, like one bone cut sleeves or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Have you been? Did you get motivated to get this new style from all those the sort of like motivational videos I've been sending you guys, where it's like, I need a subservient woman, me and my crew.
Oh, you're not sending me those, so I don't know.
You're getting those, yeah.
It's true. I did watch a couple.
You get
of
that
those.
guy that's like,
sitting
let me tell
in the
you
dark
something.
room.
If you're going on a date, then you should be paying for the meal. I'm a European guy and I was raised by European people, and that's just how it is. Men pay for the date. That's who I am, and that's what I'm comfortable doing. And if you're the type of guy to split the bill with your date, then these videos aren't for you. You go play in the kiddie pool.
Yeah. It's like fake. They do like fake podcasting too. It's like exactly that, but better lighting. you know, and it's like super set up. He has like someone pretending to interview him. Like they haven't set up this entire thing for just like vertical content to be served up to everyone. It's not even like
It's one guy sitting there and he's like, yo, Chipotle has robots making chips. Jack in the Box and White Castle robots are manning the deep fryers. And then his friend some other day is sitting on the other side and he's like, no way. What? That's crazy. You mean Chick-fil-A? And then they just piece it together and put it up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then people are like, I can't breathe.
Yeah. It's,
you know, I was thinking about it. Like Ari Gold's pretty much Andrew Tate.
He's pretty offside in Entourage.
Pretty offside. Oh my God, that show is so much funnier now. They're trying, everything they do to be cool is hilarious, and everything they do to be hilarious is so cringe. It's perfect. I've been enjoying it so much. Completely different thing to consume. What a terrible era in our lives,
dude.
Like that 2005,
the clothing's pretty bad.
Shit.
I think the clothes are some of the worst clothes possible in that era.
The fashion was at its worst.
And all it makes me think about is like how you had to dress to go to like a restaurant or a club in 2000.
Yeah, you had to wear a graphic tee and like a vest like meant for under a suit jacket.
Yeah.
Or you wear a graphic tee with a light blazer.
Sneakers.
Yeah, like jeans.
Remember
jeans and a blazer, my least favorite style that exists.
Jeans and a blazer or two polos with
like some dress shoes, and now you can wear like Nike.
You had to wear dress shoes. I don't know if fucking people know that.
You really did.
And I was the king of this. I was the king of like not wanting to go anywhere, like just refusing to conform to any shoe dress code to the point where I was like,
I was like, I can't wear my baseball cap in there. I'm not going.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my shoes aren't good. Have a fucking nice day.
I can't deny that I conformed a few times and have some atrocious outfits that were rocked in the 2000s. At least we all did it together.
Having to throw shit together because you knew you had to get in.
I hated that.
Oh, I hated that.
That's why I like nowadays better, because when I go places, you can pretty much dress however you want.
Dude, you could go in your pajamas and they're like, this guy's probably a billionaire. That's why he doesn't give a fuck.
What we're also taking for granted is we were going up there and we were like a fucking 17-year-old goober trying to get in on top of it. Like we were dressed, we were just moving ugly. Like when I go out and I see like 18-year-olds like going out, because you can go out at 18 years old in Montreal, and I see them, I'm like, man, I thought I was an adult just like everyone else around when I went downtown when I was like 18, 19. But you just do not look it at all.
Did you feel
so don't take it personally. Just sometimes like they're just profiling, and I was a fucking long, thick necked goober with a little pinhead at the top, fucking wearing the dumbest outfit from Le Chateau. And I'm like, I have $13.
Yeah. In my Velcro trifold wallet.
Yeah, pulling out my West Beach wallet.
And you're passing a joint around between 10 dudes. You're like, all right.
We smell like bad weed. One bad weed. We had one bad weed between us.
The other thing that they always noticed was we would take all our cards out of our wallet because you just wanted to give your one fake ID or whatever. But they weren't stupid. You show up with a wallet with one card in it, and it's just an ID with like an expired ID with a picture that looks different than you. And they're like, "Where's all your other cards?" That's it.
That's it.
And you had them $5, and they're like, "Okay." I mean,
yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was the most fucked up thing. I was 14 years old. Okay, probably too young, but this is what happens when your cousins are older than you. I'm 14 years old. I walk into a strip club.
Victim.
I walk into a strip club, and the bouncer comes up to me, goes, ID. I give him $5, and he just takes it and lets me in. And I was like,
worth it.
What the fuck?
And you just walked in there, and you were looking at a slab of Montreal smoked meat, just like
That's it. Like fucking Montreal strip club.
Did you save enough money to get the $2 peanut noodles across the street, or?
I did not. I probably got some McDicks on the way home, but definitely also had a beer while I was in there.
Man, good for you.
You got to have a beard
You
and
call it
keep your seat.
McDicks? You call it McDicks in Vancouver?
Me?
Did they do that there?
Yeah, they do. That's a thing.
McDicks.
Yeah, McDick. I think that's universal.
Have you ever heard
It's not.
Have you ever heard
It is.
Rotten Ronnie's?
It's not.
Have you ever heard
MacDo? We get MacDo over here quite a bit.
MacDo? That's
But I was on the ship.
Quebec doesn't really count.
I was on the ship and I heard no, we do McDicks here too though. But I was on the ship and I heard a kid. He was like, "Do you guys call it McDicks?" And these other kids that he had just made, they were like, "What? No, no,
Put some respect on McDonald's.
Have you
I thought
heard
that was
Rotten
interesting.
Ronnie's?
no."
Rotten Ronnie's is another one I've heard.
No, that's.
Oh, I
that's-
never heard
sounds-
that.
That sounds like a made up. That sounds like you and one other person were talking.
Yeah, that sounds like your boy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
It's not our boy.
Yeah,
But best
no one
of
we
luck
know.
to your friendship
Yeah.
with that guy.
Yo, can I make a racially charged point out a racially charged
Hell yes, dude.
something I've noticed?
Hell yes. After that L we caught with Barbie, like I'm ready to fucking beat 3 white dudes on the podcast.
This isn't
go.
this isn't racist, but it's racially based. I've noticed that I've heard a lot of black people in the United States
Stop.
call McDonald's McDonald's. McDonald's.
This is your anecdote you got going for us right now.
I've heard this on multiple
Where'd you hear
podcasts.
this? You sound like Donald Trump right now. You're like, oh, a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying.
People are
even
saying.
if you're right though, you can't say that.
Well, that's what I was asking you. This is why we're here
No, you
experimenting.
can't. You can't. You can't
I
say
don't
that.
think it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just
It's not. But
McDonald's.
why can't you say
Listen,
it? Why can't you say it?
Irregardless, it doesn't really matter.
Don't you dare.
Why can't you say it though?
I don't know. There's a lot of stupid reasons why. I disagree
I
with
feel
them.
like, and listen, guys, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Fuck this whole world. But I'm like, okay, you can't say people say things like this and then say how they say it.
Right. But I'm not
What's the big deal though? I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. But why can't you?
it's
can't.
not for us.
I think
Can't.
we're
It's not
becoming
for us.
millennials are becoming boomers, and like we're going to be stuck in our weird ways of saying things. You know, like imagine what your boomer parent like. Sometimes
I
you hear a
think-
boomer say things, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think like
Dude,
such a
I get
I don't
so
believe
many.
in like boomers, millennials, and zoomers. Like I actually don't like believe in that. Like, but
What do you mean? You don't believe in this? You don't
except
believe in
when
the
you-
segmentation of
like I
of
don't
the-
believe that
these
like
different networks?
magically. Oh, 79, you're a millennial. Oh, 1995, you, my friend, are a zoomer. Like I don't believe in that. Like,
Well,
but yes, I believe in the years, guys. Yeah, I believe that we count the years.
millennial is just a statement of fact. Like
Well,
you
who
either
decides this?
grew up around the millennium or you didn't.
Who decides? Is there a
Now
czar?
you're asking
Is there like a
questions, bro.
czar of determining the generation?
Yes, Saturn, the god of time. He is the one who decides this.
Okay,
Why do
yeah.
you think Jews and tefillin put that little black box on their head? And in Islam they have that big black box also. And how many times have you seen sculptures that were these big black boxes? Saturn, the time god. And what? Time is money, right? Have you ever seen sin? Like sin cosine tangent. It's the swirl. It looks like it's time passing. Take that graph, turn it 90 degrees. That's a dollar sign, buddy. But we'll get into that on another podcast. I don't really feel like talking
Jesus
about it right
Christ.
now.
Okay.
What was I
Fucking-
saying before all that? Before you distracted me.
You don't buy into
Why
the
can't
whole-
we talk about McDonald's?
Or boomers?
You shouldn't say it like that. Oh yeah, boomers. Of
Yeah.
course I know boomers. Of course. People do things and I know it's boomer. I'm just saying as a preface, I'm not like dead set that this is a zoomer, this is a millennial.
You
this
want to
is
be a zoomer, right? That's where we're going with
No,
this?
I'm actually saying the opposite. I think out of zoomer, boomer, and millennial, if we were to make that exist, like that's like, let's just say millennials, I think that was the perfect balance. Was the perfect balance. We were like cleaning up the boomers shit a little bit. We're starting to do some
this-
like we're
There's
like,
major boomer hate out there right now. A lot of millennials are blaming boomers because they're the first generation to leave.
but now this is where it gets crazy
everything
to
worse.
zoomers.
Yeah, there was a
for-
lot
but-
of
but for
climate
a lot of
fucking
zoomers,
banging back then.
a lot of zoomers see millennials like complaining and they're like, hold up, I kind of like what the boomers are doing, and I'm just gonna zoomify the boomer, and that's what they're, and that shit's crazy.
But
And I think we were like, you know, we were, but I just want to say this. Having said that, like, we are in the funniest time in history, I think. I think like what is available to laugh at is plentiful if you know where to go. Like our memes, millennial memes, and this hurts because I'm a millennial funny guy. Like we're not on the level of like Zoomer funny guys. Because like when I'm being funny, boomers didn't really find my millennial humor funny for the most part, but everyone can laugh at some of that Zoomer humor out there.
Some of it.
Someone's feelings are hurt.
And that.
I could show you some things on my algorithm, brother, that will fuck you.
Blow my hair back.
You.
All right, well, I'm down for those things.
Are you mad at the boomers though for fucking it all up for us?
Me?
No.
You?
Every generation has left it better. Like, would you rather go back to a time where, like, all the wealth transfer is going to happen from the boomers having to like the millennials aren't really building wealth for themselves. In fact,
we took the
money.
Biggest L in human history.
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Once we formed together, we're all like, yo, we're all humans. So that's your country. This is our shit, right? Okay. Since then, we got it the worst. But then again, like I'm gonna sit here and be like, I don't know if I could complain because low key, I'm a very pathetic person. I love
Loki season 2's coming up.
I'm a pathetic person. I like staying inside and playing video games and chilling out. And only in the world that we have created and lived in now, as pathetically as it was, we were like stuck in our houses. There were like millions of men out there just stuck inside. So we created these little safe boxes, and we've been banished to them. Would I rather be fighting in the wars in human history? I don't know.
I think the
I don't know.
Had it probably the best. They're born. Most of them are born out. They're all born after World War II, like 50s, right?
You don't need to go that though. Like, look at you.
If you're-
You'd be a great Templar. You would have been a fucking banging Templar, right? Don't you feel like you're a waste sitting here on the microphone?
Yeah,
I'd be fucking good, dude. I'm 6'6". People come up, they're like, you should play basketball. And I'm like, I'm shit at it. If I lived in the ancient times, they'd be like, you should battle large cats in the Colosseum. Look at the size of you. And like, even then I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, fuck, bro, everyone wants me to battle in the Colosseum against giant cats. But instead, my punishment in my life is like,
John Rorison.
My life, they're like, you have to. I guess I did do battle with a big cat. My life, it's like you're banished to be on your computer and fight not being fat every day.
I've heard comedians talking about that. They're like, we're just lucky to be alive now.
Yeah.
To be comedians, because even,
nah.
no, but I'm not
yeah.
saying like 2,000 years ago, but if, 150, 200 years ago, there wasn't a lot of comedy.
Well, no one was getting respect like a good court jester was getting respect.
I don't know about that.
You don't. Henry VII gave his court jester enough land to be a lordship, and the only thing he had to do after he retired and he got all of this and was literally very wealthy and famous was he had to go back once a year and
Kuna Boomer.
almost he had to do a leap, a fart, and something else for the king.
Damn, his jokes must have been so good at those leaps and farts.
Yeah.
All that. The king.
Yeah, I watched the whole video on this. There was natural fools, which are
Yeah.
let's leave it there.
Redacted.
Yes. And then there were artificial fools who were like when you picture a jester who's like, oh yeah, you the king's kind of gay. I'd still suck him though. I'd fucking kill it back then, medieval times. But like,
I'd probably
those-
die. I'd probably like die in some type of fight or something. I imagine.
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, your mom would be calling up my mom. She'd be like, I can't believe your son's a jester. Lynch is going to the front lines.
To get hit by an arrow.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking get his leg
Lynch
chopped
definitely
off.
Lynch comes back like 3 or 4 times at least.
Yeah, I got
Definitely, yeah.
Deep
You definitely
redemption
hitting
arcs.
up the club. They're like, look at this guy, he's got good shoes on. He looks like Sir Shaman Moore. Make way. Yeah, so medieval jesters.
That means it's time to wrap it up, guys.
Then we mean that. Wrap it up. We're talking about today's podcast sponsor, Big Nutty Condoms for Dummies. It comes with the
Honestly-
nut already in it.
Yeah. Now with more nut.
Listen, guys, podcast really been suffering. So if you like it, tell everyone. Go post it on some banger subreddits, or I'm gonna get you. Hold it down with Big Lynch and Donnie Duckets. Okay, peace.